Well, hello, ladies. This is Cynthia with CynthiaWrites.com, and I am here once again to give you the tip for the week. All right, so here's the tip for the week. Ladies, and wait a minute, and I think this one is primarily for those of you who are currently in a courtship, and for those of you who are expecting to one day be married and will enter into a courtship. So here's the tip. Whatever you do, do not ignore the red flags. And I cannot tell you how many times that I have, mentored women and just, talk with different women who were in the courtship process. And, many of them went on to get married and were devastated not too long after being married. Why? Because, for whatever reason in their mind, they thought that they was marrying Boaz, when clearly he was not. He was nowhere near Boaz, even in the courtship process. And so, and the first thing I'll say, especially when a young lady calls me, who they might be married, or something, it was ended for whatever reason, and I'll say, well, what were the red flags? And some of them will say, but Cynthia, there weren't any. I promise there weren't any red flags. I just had no idea. And so, but the more we talk, and the more we talk, and the more we talk, they get to it, right? And so, then there's one red flag. I'm like, okay, that was one. Okay, that was two. That was seven. But the thing is, they were so blinded by what they wanted, and they did not want to miss on this possible opportunity, that they trespassed. And when the Bible talks about trespassing, it means to go past what's right. And so they went past what was right, what they saw. So when those red flags surfaced, instead of them like, okay, well, let's just pause for a minute, let's just kind of back up, from this thing, or just ending the relationship altogether, they proceeded. And I can promise you, because let me tell you, I had a whole bunch of red flags before that I totally ignored, and it literally almost cost me my natural life. I'll save that for another blog post, maybe. I'll tell you all about it. But that's the thing. You never, ever want to ignore those red flags, because the thing is, God is so faithful. And I believe from experience and just talking with other women that God will allow you to make an informed decision, because he's, we're free will beings, but he wants you to make an informed, decision. And so I think it's 1 Samuel 16:7 that says that, we look on the outer appearance, but God looks at the heart. And so that's where the truth always is in the heart of man. And typically when you see those red flags, that's really coming out of the heart of that man. All right, ladies, that's the tip for the week. Whatever you do, do not ignore the red flags. All right, I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day.